Hello and welcome to the Posejector Light Shadow Studio HUD you can take anywhere to use in Second Life. Here I found a nice spot in the destination guide to demonstrate. I already have the Posejector added to me and ready to go. Just right-click and select Add from the inventory folder. Also I have the double spotlights added already too. You can select from a single, double or treble spot. I will explain soon how these lights are acquired by the avatar and worn. These spotlights will produce the light to perform the shadows and the color effects that will be demonstrated soon. So the HUD when first worn won't have the options as shown currently. You will need to double-click the option button to get started and reveal these options. Then select the Find button by clicking on it and it will scan for nearby avatars. As I am already active, it will seek anyone else nearby. You can have more than one avatar active with this HUD. Click the name you want to photograph. They will get a drop menu to say is it okay to animate and they select yes. Then select the Give button. Here you can now pass the active avatar the spotlights you want to use. You can select single, double or triple from the drop menu. I am already wearing the double lights selected from the menu. The person who is active will get a message to accept the lights and then once accepted they can then add the spotlights to wear. These are then controlled by the person wearing the HUD. You can even use them on yourself if you wish to do so. Press the on-off button to start the spotlight up. If you are wearing more than one spot, use the scroll button to select the spotlight you want active. It will give you a light poof to show you it's ready. The active avatar can also change poses. Simple click the pose scroll button to start to animate the active avatar. If there is more than one avatar being used, then there use the next and previous buttons to swap between each avatar to change the poses. So this is the current active spotlight being used with the on button selected to produce the light. The name of the avatar that's active will appear in the chat bar whisper. So to start using the controls for these two lights, we can click select the RGB button or the light option button as shown and another control menu will appear. Here we can click about on these controls to control the movement of each active camera. Such a simple operation and no clicking on the lights to move them or having to change your view to adjust the lights. So I will demonstrate by clicking on the display controls how the camera will be moved and the light will change upon the avatar. Each control will change its direction as the four menus explain each one you are controlling. We can easily adjust the lights to get desired effects with the light and shadows effects by simply moving them via the HUD's menu. I will zoom in as if you were getting ready to take the photo and show you a more close-up of what the spotlight is doing to the avatar. So if you wanted to add some color to the shadow light to give it a bit more of effect, we can click the RGB color tab. Another menu will pop out where we can control the color features here and also the light options. Simply click on the intensity bar or the radius bar or drop-off bar to alter the light effects. Also click on the RGB color wheel to select a color to add to the spotlight feature. You can also use the density bar to the left on how much of that color you want to be expressed on the active avatar. Quick look into the avatar to see what effects are taking place. So if we wanted to bring into play the next spotlight that is being worn, we select the light scroll button to show the next light that's now active. Click select the on-off button to turn that light on as shown. Again, using the light option pop-out menu, you can now move and alter this light's projector area by clicking on the 4 menu options to move the light. The other light will be active if you left it on and with the settings you had selected. This light will not change while you move and change the second light settings. The second light can also have its own color selection, so you can mix up the colors with the first light and the second light onto the active avatar. If you want to change and alter settings, simply select the scroll button to toggle between each light to change any settings on that one. Looking around the avatar to see one side with a color hue and the opposite side with another color hue from the spots. So, I will play around and adjust the spotlights on the avatar with the pop-out control menus to try some different effects and light projected onto the avatar at various angles. I will swap between the 2 spots with the light scroll buttons. And do remember, to see shadows and projection, go to your preferences and in graphics and possibly under advanced settings, make sure shadows, sun, moon and projection is selected. Remember to use the RGB wheel to change the colors projected onto the avatar and the light settings. Also remember, if you are using more than one light, you can turn off lights to only use one if you desire not to have more than one light on. Simply scroll to the light you don't want and turn it off using the on-off button. We can click the reset button to take the light back to the starting position when first worn. Here you will see in the demonstration. We can change the avatar's eyes angle from the HUD clicking the eyes button and selecting from the drop menu what you want the eyes to do. To stop the eye animation, simply select Stop and then the Exit tab in the menu to leave the eye options. So, when you are taking the photo of the avatar with the light effects, you might wonder how to get the HUD and the spots out of the way. Well, we have buttons to show and hide the lights out of view for that. There is also a hide and show button on the menu itself to hide the HUD also. Remember to shut down the pop-out menus, as they still might show if you hide the HUD as shown. Simply click on the light option button and the RGB to hide those menus, and then click the hide button on the HUD. Click it again to bring the HUD back into view to carry on. Remember, you can wear this anywhere in Second Life and take photos and pose avatars, or even yourself and wherever you like.